New construction alert, 12,000 homes, 7 builders. Where in the world can you find all these new homes? Aurora Highlands. Hey everybody, it's Alyson Wahl with Live South Denver, your real estate strategist and a realtor for the South Denver area. The demand for new construction is not stopping. I will tell you just about every conversation I have when we talk about what people want or wish for in a community and a home, new construction comes up. It may be first on the list. It may be that we're talking about wants and needs, and someone just tosses in there, I'm not against new construction. I really love a home that's ready to move into. It doesn't need updates. Yep, just about everybody feels that way. And with the way the market has been pretty much the majority of the time over the last couple of years, where there's been bidding wars and intensity, that feeling of being able to walk into a builder, even if you're on a wait list, and lock in your price and not fight has been pretty attractive. The thing is, the majority of these larger planned communities are actually on the wind down, not the wind up. So getting into a new construction home right now is actually getting a little bit harder than easier, except there are a few locations where there is an abundance of new construction coming. Aurora Highlands is one of them. So what's the good and the bad about Aurora Highlands? All right, first up, Aurora Highlands is pretty much in the middle of nowhere. It's way up E470 on the way to the airport, but there is a reason why there's a neighborhood with 12,000 homes being planned over there. That community is part of the Aerotropolis. Yeah, isn't that a crazy name? The Aerotropolis is essentially the merging of an economic and residential buildup that centers around Denver International Airport. The Aurora Highlands community is thousands of acres large. And the community is really designed to be a whole lifestyle within itself for the residents. There's going to be parks, a recreation center, a climbing wall. They're designing the pools with almost a theme park style to it. Indoor pool, outdoor pool, water climbing wall. I mean, all sorts of fun so that it feels like you don't need to go anywhere to have everything you need. Within the thousands of acres of the community, there are 4 sites for schools carved out as well. So that tells you what they have planned for the Aerotropolis area and the growth of people coming in. The building out of the community is supposed to take somewhere around 20 years or more from now. It could take more, it could take less, just depends on supply, demand, the economy. There are 7 builders slated to create homes in here. 2 are already building, 1 is really close to starting, and the rest will add in the near term. All right, so who have we got? We have got Pulte. Pulte has been an East Coast builder. They are putting their footprint here in Colorado. They've been in Sterling Ranch, which is in the south part of Littleton. Now they're putting their footprint here in the Aurora Highlands. They have 2 collections, a 50-foot wide collection and a 60-foot wide collection. A lot of builders measure their homes by how wide they are, how big their footprint is. The Pinnacle collection is the 50-foot wide. The Crest collection is the 60-foot wide. There are 5 floor plans in each. Before I forget, I am going to put links to the builders down in the description box below. So if you want to go check them out from there, you absolutely can. The Pinnacle collection sizes are going to run 1,800 to 2,800 square feet. So pretty good. I mean, that's a nice size home. And the Crest collection is running 2,300 to 3,300 square feet. When builders give their footprints, they are generally talking about the finished square footage. So everything from the front door up, they are generally not including the basement if they're not finishing that. The base prices on the Pinnacle and Crest are running about $100,000 apart, and Pulte is bringing in a 3rd collection soon. They haven't released it yet or the pricing for it. It's called the Summit Collection. It is a 50-foot wide collection. It's not larger. The reason it's called the Summit is it is in high demand. It's low maintenance living. So there'll be an extra HOA fee associated with it because the residents in the Summit will not have to do their shoveling. There won't be much yard to maintain. There'll be 4 homes that are on a shared driveway. That driveway will be plowed and maintained for shoveling, all of that by the HOA. And the home sizes are pretty good, 1,700 to 2,100 square feet. Richmond Homes, a huge national builder, builder is doing a few collections in here. The Urban Collection, which is a paired home that has 2 floor plans side by side, 1250 to 1450 square feet. I have been in both of those floor plans. They both read really well. The bigger one does have some strong pluses over the smaller one. However, that smaller floor plan has a really nice main floor living area layout. The Richmond Seasons Collection, boy, this collection has really taken off. Very popular. They're building it across the city in so many different locations. 6 floor plans, 1,550 square feet to 2,200 square feet. And then their Landmark Collection, which is their larger single family home collection, 5 different floor plans, 2,000 to 2,700 square feet. Across all of these collections, the base prices are separated by about a $100,000 differential. So if you were to drive around Aurora Highlands, you would see a lot of land. There is not much in the way of built out homes yet. It's pretty sparse, especially for a neighborhood that's going to have so many homes. They've really just started. And that's why there are only 2 builders who've really broken ground and made much progress. So who are the 2 that are coming next? It's Bridgewater and Taylor Morrison. Bridgewater has a trailer on site for sales, so I know they are really close to making some progress. Can you believe Bridgewater Homes has 15 different floor plans? That is an insane amount of options for people to choose from. Their base prices start in the 700s. So they are certainly more of the top end builder in the community right now. They are also offering the largest homes, 3,100 to 5,200 square feet. Taylor Morrison is going to be coming in and offering 3 of their collections. Their Landmark Collection are their ranch paired homes, meaning a duplex. Then their Town Collection, those usually are not on a basement. Sometimes they have the option for someone to dig out and have the basement added as an additional option at cost to the buyer. And then the Horizon Collection. Those paired homes are going to run 1,600 to 1,800 square feet. The Town Collection, 1,800 to 2,800 square feet. The Horizon Collection, 1,600 to 3,100 square feet. The 3 builders that have yet to enter the community, but there are big plans for, are D.R. Horton, Century Homes, and TriPoint. Century Homes we know is going to have 6 floor plans running 1,700 to 2,500 square feet. D.R. Horton has not left us any hints yet, and neither has TriPoint. The community is going to be structured around villages. There will be 8 of them all throughout the Aurora Highlands. So residents are going to see playgrounds and trails and parks all throughout each of their individual villages, and then the trails will connect them. If they're lucky, this is what I have seen in new construction communities, each village or even streets within the village will start their own little sub-community, have street parties, events, and it really brings that community feel and connectivity to life within the neighborhood. 13 park and playground areas and 21 miles of trails are planned for the community. As we chatted about, there is space for 4 schools to be constructed in the community. That often takes time, it takes voting, it takes tax dollars. As of right now, students who live in the community are zoned to attend Vista Peak P through 8 Exploratory School or Vista Peak Preparatory School. As the community continues to be developed out, the main park cutting through and across all of the community will run along with the Aurora Highlands Parkway. So it cuts through the heart of the community and ties the community together. The rec center, we mentioned pools and rec facilities and climbing walls. It will also have ice. Now, for some of you, you're going, ice? What? What's the big deal? I have a lot of people who move here and ask, where's the ice? They play hockey, they want access to ice. This side of town doesn't have ice very accessible to them, so this is a really cool and big deal. Okay, now it's time to talk about some of the downsides to Aurora Highlands. I did already mention it's in the middle of nowhere. That's true. So here are all the things that come with that. It's 3 to 5 miles away to get to your King Supers, your Walmart, your Starbucks, your Qdoba, your Chick-fil-A. If you want to get to a Target, a shopping mall, then we're getting closer to 9 miles. So it really is a bit isolated out there, and it's going to take a long time before retail moves any closer to the community. Another big downside, it is under the flight path to the airport, and it's under the landing path, which means the planes are pretty close and it's loud. When we talk about real estate, what is the oldest adage that I think just about everyone knows? Location, location, location. No one's going to be able to change the location of your home or call up the airport and ask them to change those flight patterns. That piece in and of itself is a huge detractor, particularly for future home values and equity growth, particularly when we compare this area to other areas around Denver. Okay. So location, we're out in the middle of nowhere. 2, we've got airplane noise going overhead. 3, the tax rate. The property taxes out here are pretty high. Now, I talked to people, I called, I looked online. They aren't really wanting to chat about their property tax rates out here. However, 2 neighboring communities have tax rates at 1.4%. So I'm going to make a very strong guess that the property tax rate here is nothing less than 1.4%. A property tax rate of 1.4% is the highest that I know of across the Denver metro area. And several of these communities up in this far northeast Aurora corner have the highest property tax rates I know of across all of the Denver metro area. So factor that in when you're thinking about your purchase power, when you're thinking longevity, when you're thinking equity growth, because even with some of these downsides, your home values will go up. What about commute times? That is a common question. Well, if you travel a lot and fly from the airport a lot, this is a very sweet spot. You are about 10 miles from airport property and parking, so your commute is 15 minutes, maybe probably less. Your commute time into downtown is across I-70, so we're talking 30 to 40 minutes as long as there's no accident. That is one tough road to get stuck on if someone has clogged up one or both lanes for sure. If you're moving to Colorado, everybody wants a view or access to a view. So what are the views like out here? Actually, there are some amazing views to be had. Now, the terrain out here is so flat. I mean, so flat. That means that it's very hard for one home to be higher than another to give you a view from within your house. Most of these homes are going to be on the same level playing field as another. That means a view from your home is going to be reliant on the orientation of your house, being able to have a view off the back deck or being curved just right, or more than likely your great view is going to be while you're out walking through the community. Hey, do you have more questions about the Aurora Highlands, living in Aurora, any of these builders? Please feel free to reach out. You know, I would love to chat with you. And I will see y'all next week.